There's nothing we can't do. Yes, we know there are greater things in store. We will not be overtaken. We will not be overcome. The same power that rose Jesus from the grave, the same power that commands the dead to wake, lives in us, lives in us. The same power that moves mountains when he speaks, the same power that can calm a raging sea, lives in us, lives in us. He lives in us, lives in us. The same power that rose Jesus from the grave, the same power that commands the dead to wake, lives in us, lives in us. The same power that moves mountains when he speaks, the same power that can calm a raging sea, lives in us, lives in us. He lives in us, lives in us. He lives in us, lives in us.
Hey friends, I heard that yesterday our friend Cam was able to go up the mountain and over, so he probably won't be back till later on. And so when he gets back, we can ask him what had happened. Oh,
I'm here. I made it.
hey, what happened? I thought traveling by train was supposed to be a little easier than that. Doesn't the train do a lot more of the work?
Everything went great. We made it over the mountain and delivered the M&Ms, and everyone was really happy. Then we turned the train around and headed back to the station. Then I started to wonder how much better it would be if we made the train go a lot faster.
Aw, he missed us.
Of course, but to get the train to go faster, we had to make more steam, and in order to make more steam, we had to get the engine hotter. And to make the engine hotter, we had to put in some more coal. So there we were on the train adding coal. It wasn't enough though, so we added more coal.
You made it super fast.
But then we ran out of coal.
Oh, well, that sounds frustrating and tiring.
Yeah, just when I thought we were gonna make it, the engine stopped. We were miles away from here, and so I had to get help while the rest of the crew stayed with the train.
Well, I guess everything comes to an end. You know, the coal ran out and the train stopped and the party ended. Everybody graduates from school, adults, they retire, and endings are part of life.
Wow, that's not the most encouraging thing you've ever told me.
Wait. Today, me and my friends, we're learning how Jesus' power lets us live forever. Thanks to Jesus, life can continue on forever, and it will never end or run out.
Wow, that's the most encouraging thing you've ever told me.
Well, that I just needed to tell you the end of my story.
But I've never known anyone who's lived that well forever.
Well, it sounds like you need to hear about Jesus, which I would be happy to tell you about him, and because he is my forever friend.
I'm gonna go find a train so I can rescue my friends, and then when I come back, I'll hear everything you have to say.
I'll wait right here forever.
See you later, guys.
I'm going to tell you the most important story you've ever heard in your whole life. It won't be an easy story to hear, but I promise you, it is the happiest story in history of happy stories. My name is Jesus, I'm the Son of God. I was sent to earth to show God's unimaginable love for people. People had heard about God, but I had to show them God. When I lived on earth, I taught, I healed, I made friends, I loved, and I did miracles. That showed God's power. Not everyone believed me. Some called me a liar, and some plotted my death. One of my most trusted friends betrayed me. The Roman soldiers arrested me, and my friends abandoned me. Alone I stood in front of Governor Pilate. The people had accused me of being a traitor, even though the governor couldn't find me wrong in any way. But the angry mob cried out for my death. Just 1 week earlier, they cried out calling me a king. Now they jar me as a criminal. The guards beat me without mercy. They hit me and spat on me. They kicked me and whipped me over and over. They mocked me, calling me the king of the Jews. And then they draped a red robe over my shoulders. And then they made a crown of sharp thorns and rammed that onto my head. I had power to put an end to it all, but that wasn't God's plan. The guards made a big wooden cross. Even though I had no strength left, they made me carry it. Its rough wood rubbed against my skin. My weakened body struggled against the weight. When I finally couldn't go any further, they forced another man to carry my cross. I stumbled up a hill to the place of the skull. I knew what came next. I knew it would be nearly unbearable. The soldiers gave me a bitter drink to ease the pain, but I knew I couldn't take it. I had to feel every jolt, every stab, every sting. When they laid me on my back on that wooden cross, my body jolted in agony. But nothing hurt more than the nails. The soldiers nailed me to the cross by my hands and feet, one at a time on the rough wood. If you are the Son of God, then free yourself, is what they said in the crowd. But I knew, but they didn't know. They didn't understand that this was part of God's plan. Worst of all, they didn't realize how much I loved them. Every tear, every drop of blood was for them. The skies turned black as I struggled with my last breaths. The frail human body didn't have much time left. The end was close. I hung my head to take another breath. The moment I died, everything got scary. The ground shook, the rocks split. People wept. The curtain in the sanctuary had torn apart. Tombs had opened up, and the dead had started to rise. The soldiers got scared. One whispered, "He truly was the Son of God." Later, a kind man named Joseph took my frail body and wrapped it gently with love and respect and put it into a tomb. It's sort of like a cave that's been carved out for dead bodies. Even though I was dead, my enemies still worried. They heard people talk about me rising from the dead. They thought my followers might come to steal my body and claim that I wasn't dead anymore. They rolled a giant stone against the tomb so that way they couldn't do anything. But something happened. My friends were frightened by the guards and the crowds that were angry with them. They kept their distance for 3 long, quiet days. As soon as the sun cracked that third morning, an earthquake rattled the tomb as one of God's radiant angels swept down and moved the rock out of the way. He hopped on top of it. The shocked guard shook like crazy and then fainted. But then Mary Magdalene and one of my other friends named Mary came to visit the tomb. Their teary eyes grew wide when they saw the dazzling angels standing there. Their jaws dropped. The angel said, "Do not worry. Jesus isn't here anymore. He's alive again. Go, hurry and tell the other followers." Both Marys took one glance at the empty tomb and ran, both fearing and filled with excitement and surprise. Wonder and 1,000 questions raced through their minds. As their feet raced through the quiet streets, I couldn't stay away. "Greetings," I said, astonished and a little scared. They rushed and looked at me with Greetings, I said, astonished and a little scared. They rushed me and wrapped me in huge hugs. After a moment, I looked them in the eyes. "Don't be afraid. Go tell the brothers to leave for Galilee, and they will see me there. I was alive forever."
This is the perpetual paper. It goes on and on and on and on, never stops, just like God's love. He will never stop loving you no matter what. So, what this is saying is that you can draw things every different type of page, and it just keeps on going on. So this one, it says, "Draw a hard thing Jesus helped you to do." And then you just draw it. And then this one says, "Write or draw a note to Jesus thanking him for giving you hope." And then this one says, "Tell about a time you were bold." And the last one says, Draw what you think heaven will be like." And then you just keep on going on. So it's like this, that. It's pretty cool, and it keeps on going on. So our Bible verse for the day is, "The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you." Romans 8:11. And have fun with your craft. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for day 4 of our Rocky Railway adventure. Remember Romans 8:11. The Spirit of God who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. That's God's word. Make it a part of your heart and a part of your life. Have a great week. See you next time. Bye-bye.